So, okay, at a certain point, William Barr had enough of this. And basically, the entire Democratic show here was an attempt to shut Barr down and prevent him from talking. Right? We'll ask you a question. Barr will start to answer. And then we say we reclaim our time. That didn't stop Barr from getting in a few counter jabs. So there's one point where one of the Congress people is going after Barr and saying, even church leaders were angry that you cleared Lafayette Square. And Barr was like, yeah, was that before or after they put out the fire at the church?
Are you aware that the rector of the church, that the Episcopal Archbishop of Washington and the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church nationally, along with the Catholic bishop of the Archdiocese of Washington, all denounced this police assault on the civil rights and civil liberties of the people?
Did they do that before or after the fire was put out?
Well, all that I know is that they denounced what you did.
J.B. Raskin, that guy, his head so far up his ass that it's coming out his face again. It's incredible. That's good stuff. Also, some of these questions were just so bad. So Ted Deutsch went after Barr, the representative from Florida. He went after Barr, and he suggested that Barr had basically gotten Roger Stone pardoned. And Barr was like, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. The Democrats didn't even bother to do basic research before they just started going after Barr. So here's the problem. Barr actually has a triple-digit IQ as opposed to many of the other members of Congress. And so here's an exchange between Deutsch and Barr, in which Barr just wrecks Deutsch.
He started on July 31st. The first week he was there, he came to raise this issue.
I think he started February 1st.
Right. The first week he was there, he came into your office to raise the issue of sentencing. In the interview you did with ABC, you said...
I don't think he came...
That's what you told ABC News. You said that he's talked to senior staff. Not you, perhaps, but he talked to senior staff.
I don't know what... I think I speak English. I said that before he came in to see me, I believe he had some conversations
with senior staff, right.
Okay, so Barr kept asking for people to be precise, and Democrats just couldn't be precise, and they wouldn't be precise. And so Barr just kept being like, I'm speaking... are we speaking the same? And the answer is no, they're not speaking the same language. Barr was trying to answer questions, and Democrats were trying to browbeat him to the point where Nadler actually refused him a bathroom break in the middle of this, which is just the biggest ass move of all time, right? I mean, Barr, how old is Barr? Barr's got to be closing in on 70 if he's not 70 already. William Barr, so that prostate's got to be going at a certain point here. He's exactly 70 years old. And so, sometimes you got to pee. And and Barr was like, can I have a bathroom break? And Nadler's like, no, you can't. I was like, what kind of stupid crap is this? Here it was, your Congress at work.
Could we take a 5-minute break, Mr. Chairman?
No.
That's a common courtesy,
Mr.
Chairman, of every witness.
I waited an hour for you this morning. I haven't had lunch. I'd like to take a 5-minute break.
Mr. Attorney General, we are almost finished. We're going to be finished in a few minutes. Otherwise, we can certainly take a break. But
You're real class act.
Okay.
Yeah.
After this.
It's unbelievable. I mean, they're just, no, we won't take a 5-minute break. We won't because you're a bad man, so you won't be allowed to pee. Also, Barr was asked whether he was a Republican or not. They're like, you're a Republican, aren't you? And Barr's like, yeah. Yeah, I am. Here's Representative Scanlon. Again, a greater repository of stupidity has never been unearthed than apparently the House Judiciary Committee. This was solid stuff here.
You said in 2017 that prosecutors who make political contributions are identifying fairly strongly with a political party, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, you and your wife have donated over $730,000 to Republican and conservative candidates, including donations of $58,000 to Republican senators and Senate candidates in the 4 months preceding your confirmation. That's correct,
Are you surprised I'm a Republican?
Well, the media were. The media were very surprised he was a Republican. So the media's treatment of this was perfectly on point for the media, which is he can just be ripped up and down, Barr, and he's supposed to sit there and take it. And if he doesn't, he's a very bad, mean man. He's a very bad, terrible, mean man. This led a bunch of Democrats to go out there and whine about how Barr had disrespected them. They literally accused him of murder, refused him a bathroom break, and suggested that he killed Jeffrey Epstein. And then they're like, why aren't you being respectful? Why aren't you being respectful? And then when he would answer, they'd be like, why, seize back my time? Because you're being disrespectful, sir. A bunch of Democrats calling Barr disrespectful for no apparent reason.
Have you now called for law enforcement to stop using these chemical irritants on protesters? Yes or no?
Pepper spray?
Yes.
No.
No?
I think it's a very important non-lethal option.
For protesters?
No, for rioters.
That was my question. For protesters?
No, for rioters.
Yes. Sir, America was founded on the principles of free speech.
When people resist law enforcement, they're not peaceful.
Reclaiming my time. I'm surprised at your lack of respect for a member of Congress.
Okay, well, first of all, whenever a congressperson does this, it's the biggest ridiculous. It's the worst move. It's the worst move. Remember, Barbara Boxer did this to a service member at one point. Call me senator. Don't call me Ms. Call me senator. I'm surprised at your lack of respect for a congressperson. He's the Attorney General of the United States. Where's your respect for him? I mean, that is a congressional approved appointment right there. And you represent like some district somewhere? Yeah, I have tons of respect for you. Ooh, you're a congressperson. Ooh, I know enough Congress people to know that they don't deserve a lot of respect, okay? I know enough Congress people personally to know that they don't deserve tons of respect. Thank you for tuning in to The Daily Wire, one of the fastest growing conservative media outlets in the country. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our content.